Hi, I'm Lou Ferrigno, and presently, I have a home here in near San Luis Obispo, and I'm also a deputy sheriff of the Los Angeles Sheriff Department. And I'm sitting here with Captain Parkinson, and I know we have some issues we're going to talk about because Ian, I know that today that they have to, you're in the running to. I'd like to see predicted you'd be the next sheriff, and I know today we have a huge budget, and I know with your experience being involved in like traffic, teaching traffic investigation, also criminal. But the main situation today, what we talked about last night, is about community policing, and especially like with your expertise and your knowledge being a good problem solver. I think that's a crucial element, especially today, because you have to able to unite and work with the community, especially problem solving, especially today with the homeland security situation. And our country really needs a problem to be solved, especially with the community.
Yeah, when we were talking last night, Lou, it's back to basics. It's getting back to what is our fundamental, purpose of law enforcement is to protect people. We can't do that without community support. So when you talk about community policing, it's really just getting to know your community and being comfortable, having them being comfortable talking to you. Most of the time, as you know, putting on a uniform, you put on a barrier. And even a guy like you that goes back, years with being in front of people, being, very approachable, but also being a celebrity, people want to talk to you. But once you put on that uniform, that changes a bit. People get uncomfortable. So you have to break that barrier. It's about reconnecting with them. And I think with the sheriff's office, it really gives a great opportunity to really get to know, back to basics and get to know the people because you as a resident, in a rural environment like Arroyo Grande, where your home is, you have to feel protected, and you have to feel that you can approach the sheriff's office and not only communicate with them, but feel comfortable communicating with them. So them getting to know you, the deputies getting to know you, and that basic concept of this is your sheriff's office, this is your deputies, and that you can call them up at any time, you can call the sheriff at any time. You and I have known each other for a number of years now, so it's a little different for us. You can pick up the phone and call me, and I can pick up the phone and call you. But the truth is that most people don't have that relationship. That's what I want. I want that community policing, but it starts from the top. It starts from,
like you said, it has to do with that leadership quality, and you really have to earn the trust. You have to act in the proactive situation, like you have to prevent the crime, what to do when the crime happens, how the community can work with you, how to become a problem solver to prevent further crime. It's so important because many years ago the cop used to walk the beat, knocking on doors and work with the public. But now we have so much emphasis with the media. There's a lack of communication. I think that your background expertise, you want to bring that with the community policing is so important because especially in our system situation today, because most officers, deputies, the police officers are trained to be leadership quality. But we really have the leadership quality, we have to understand how we have that commitment and the courage and the trust from the resident and the public. And that will go back to being sheriff because if you have that, then you have the support from the community.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's that, yourself from, your time in law enforcement and your lifetime in law enforcement around it with your father.
Exactly.
Is that contact, they are the eyes and the ears. They are your best resource, but if they can't communicate with you, if they won't communicate with you, you're missing a big piece of the puzzle. You'll never finish that puzzle because that main piece is missing. And as long as you get that, as long as you have that communication, you're good as gold. That's where you progress. That's where you move forward, and you go back to that style that you know your policemen in your neighborhood. You know where they live. I mean, I have it in my neighborhood now, but that should be throughout the county.